In today's video, I'm just gonna be taking you along with me. I'm about to make some lunch. I'm very hungry. I've been cleaning and doing a bunch of laundry and all of that kind of stuff because I'm off today, and I find that my days off I need to get a lot done or else I'm not gonna feel productive later on in the week when I'm busy and nothing's done and everything's scattered. So I use my days off to really keep me organized. So that's what I've been doing today. I'm washing the sheets and stuff, and now I'm gonna make some lunch. I have been using these like cauliflower type thins lately. I saw these at Whole Foods the other day and I thought I would pick them up. They're called Plant Power Sandwich Thins, and they look like this. I usually use about 2 for every meal, and the like calories and stuff are so good on these, and they're so filling depending on what you put them with, but it's only 2.5 grams of fat per one and only 2 carbs. So that's so good, and I find that the cauliflower is a great way to get in more greens. I'll still like have greens with my meal, but that's just some extra like greens. It just adds a little bit of extra vegetables, and we love that. That's important. So I'm gonna go ahead and start making lunch now. While I'm waiting for those to toast, I was actually making a list earlier of like college video ideas, so definitely leave any recommendations that you may have down below. I'm gonna be making like a little mini college series, so if you have any like recommendations or anything you'd like to see from me, definitely leave those down below. I don't know how loud this sounds, the toaster behind me, but I'm toasting them. So instead of using the grape tomatoes, I'm actually going to cook one of these chili lime chicken burgers from Trader Joe's. These are so good, and the calories are so good on them too, like a lot of protein as well. And I also picked up this salsa from Sprouts. It's locally made here in Texas, I believe, and it's the Silver Star Tex-Mex cilantro and lime salsa, and then I'm gonna mash up a avocado and put that on top as well. And that's just a super easy, yummy lunch idea that also follows food combining, which is very important for me at least. I'm doing laundry in the background, so ignore that because I have no sheets on my bed, but this is just a quick outfit of the day. My top is from American Threads. It's just this square neck little crop top. Sweats are from Nordstrom Rack, super comfy for at home. My necklace is from Raw and Rebellious, although I would not recommend it because it came in and it was hanging sideways. I had to fix it so it could be worn like straight on with my pliers, so love that. Earrings are from ASOS. Just a super comfy at home little outfit. So I changed clothes because I spilt my entire lunch on me. Well, not all of it, like I ate it, but like it went all over me. So I changed into this graphic tee from ASOS. Shorts are from American Threads, which is where I work. I know a lot of you know that, but if you don't, that's where I work. And then necklace is the same one, and earrings are the same. And I'm about to water my plants, and I'm going to make the bed. So I just wanted to sit down and just talk to the camera for a minute and kind of like open up to you guys about what I've been feeling today. I feel like it's really important when you're not feeling 100% or like you just don't feel right to like acknowledge it and like not pretend that it's not there. I find that like when I avoid my feelings or like I try to like just continue on my day and act like they're not there, it doesn't help me in any way. Like by acknowledging it and like addressing it firsthand, I just like deal with it better. So I just kind of wanted to open up with you guys, which I don't do a whole lot on my channel, but I just kind of felt the need because I've been vlogging today and I just haven't been extremely motivated to like continue the vlog today. My head's just at a really weird place and I don't even really know how to explain it. I can tell that I'm going through like a different season in my life right now, and like my perspective is changing and like I can just feel myself growing and changing, and that's extremely scary for me because I'm such a control freak when it comes to just like my mindset and my daily routine and that kind of thing. And it's very hard for me to look at change as like a positive thing. So I'm really just trying to like go into it with an open mind. But it's like nothing in particular that like makes this like a new season of my life, or like the fact that like things are changing. It's just like I can just feel my mind evolving, and I can just tell that a lot of personal growth is happening right now, and like part of that scares me. And I feel like a lot of people go through this, like the thought of changing or like something being slightly different is just like terrifying, and I'm definitely that same kind of person. And I've just been thinking a lot in my head lately. I just don't even know how to explain it. This may not even make sense. I just feel like a lot is going on and I don't know exactly like where to put it or like what to do with it. And where I've come to the conclusion that instead of trying to like micromanage like the way that I'm feeling or change things, I should kind of just let it be, like let it run its pace. And so I guess that's just kind of where my mind is now. Like instead of like trying to dissect it all and figure out like what exactly is changing and why and like all the details of it, I'm just like trying to just be calm about it and just let it run its pace and like not be so like controlling of like the way that it's making me feel and like dissecting it and making it like just instead of like trying to figure out all the details and like why and when and how and all of those things, I'm just kind of gonna just like let it do its thing, and whatever like is supposed to come of this will. And I find that like at the end of the day, like we don't really have that much control over the way things happen. So I just feel like I need to just let go. So if you're feeling in the same like headspace or mindset right now, this is just a reminder that you can't control everything. Sometimes growing is just something you have to allow yourself to do. You can't control personal growth and all of those things. You just need to like let your mind just balance things out and just, I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. I just hope this helps someone, even if it doesn't make any sense at all. And I just feel a lot better now that I like talked about it. And there's a lot of like unknowns right now, like just in everything. I just feel like things are changing and I'm growing and I'm getting older. Like I'm not old, but like I just know that I'm not the same like little girl I once was. Like it's just like you start to figure out the world more and in a different way and like learning things, and you just start to think differently. And I don't think that I should be looking at that as a bad thing. I mean, it happens to everyone. Your mindset changes and it doesn't have to be a bad thing. Like it can be a good thing. You just need to like look at it in a positive light. So thanks for listening to my TED Talk. But anyway, I'm just gonna like relax for now and probably end this vlog right here because I just need some like quiet time to myself. I was reading outside and that was really helping. Right now I've been reading The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck and I love it. It is so good. I love Mark Manson and his perspective on things. And I just respect him a lot as a person because he just says the things that no one else says. And like not sugarcoating problems and just saying it how it is. I just find that self-help books are so much more beneficial when things are just said how they are. So that's all I have for this. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Definitely leave any recommendations down below like always. I love hearing from you guys or like anything you'd like to see from me. So definitely please leave those down below. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.